Very good morning to all student members present here. Now we are in module number 3, Organization Behavior, under the course title Industrial Management. In the previous chapter, we saw about the basic functional structure of management and various concepts about the different functions of management, say planning, organizing, controlling, staffing. In addition to that, we saw about different types of department structures, what is the difference between line and staff organization, and so on. Now, in continuation to that, the unit number 3, which discuss about the organization behavior of an individual as well as the group behavior of a team. So here, this chapter describes about the psychological behavior of an employee within a work system. Let us see the significant importance of organization behavior within a working setup. So first, let us understand the problem statement. What do you mean by OB, organization behavior? It tells about how individuals and groups will act within a working organization. So it describes the interplay between people, organization, and their environment in order to understand and improve the effectiveness of the business organization. So it is mainly important that why people behave in a different way when they do the work, and also the knowledge potential that are used to enhance the productivity and create a high sportive, better work environment. What are the various core philosophies, the concepts behind organization behavior? So let us say individual behavior. The organization behavior has a following influencing factors with respect to the individual's actions, such as motivation, perception towards various things, personality in working environment, as well as decision making choices. If you say group dynamics, it tries to analyze how individuals interact within the team that will create a high impact in terms of effective leadership, communication, and conflict on group performance. How organization behavior highly influence the business structure. So it analyzes how the structure of an organization affects both individual as well as the group behavior. That depends upon the hierarchy of the organization structure and the employee culture followed in the organization. What are the various managerial roles and functions? So that is the next thing we are going to start. The managers in a company play a high critical role in every organization. They used to oversee the daily operation and confirm whether the team have achieved their above stated goals or not. What are the primary managerial functions that can be broadly classified into following things? Planning, organizing, leading, and controlling. So these functions are highly aligned with setting up objectives, allocating the basic resources to start the work, motivating the employees towards the profession, and monitoring the progress of the work done by the employee. How individual behavior highly influenced with the managerial roles and functions. So the individual behavior refers to how a person tends to act and reacts in a different situation. So that depends upon both internal and external factors. And there are a wide range of actions varying from basic reactions to complex decision-making process, influenced by inherent traits and learning experience. Understanding how individual behavior is very important in various work settings, social interaction, and also it impacts the performance in the work relationship between the employees and overall well-being of the employee. Now let us see the various key aspects of individual behavior. First one is reaction to any external stimuli. Individual behavior is a response to both external stimuli and internal stimuli. External stimuli are the surrounding work environment. Internal stimuli is nothing but individual emotions and the thoughts within the workplace. Personality. The person unique personality plays an important thing in shaping the behavior of the team. Perception, how individuals try to interpret and understand the various problems with respect to their surroundings and how it influences their actions. Attitudes and values. The personal attitude and value will guide proper decision making and influence someone to interact with others within the team. Next one is different causes of individual behavior. The behavior is highly affected by various factors relating to the person. One is physical factors, difference in age, change in health issues, influence of a substance or medication, etc. Personal and emotional factors related to personality, beliefs, expectations, and mental health. Life experience, say family, culture, friends, and various events in the workplace. So these are the input parameters which influence the individual behavior. So what is the impact on behavior and performance within a work system? Organization behavior mainly focus on improving the employee performance and commitments in the workplace. These are some of the primary basic concern for people who are at the middle level management, especially managers. Organization behavior includes research on improving the job design, job performance that will lead to have overall satisfaction of the job, and thus it creates a innovation and encouraging a strong leadership in the workplace. How it influences the personality, the individual behavior of the people. The personality is the most unique thing. It is a collection of various characteristics, including the thought process, feelings, and behaviors that distinguishes from one person to another person. The pattern of thinking, feeling, and acting according to the particular situation that tries to figure out the personality of the individual. It is a dynamic and organized set of traits that influence the individual cognitive understanding about the particular situation, emotions, as well as their behavior across various situations. Let us see what are the factors influencing the personality of the individual in a workplace. First one is the nature of the personality. Personality is not just a single trait, rather it's a complication of various interplay of different characteristics. The next one, personality is shaped by the combination of various genetic factors and environmental influences. And impact on behavior, how individuals perceive, react, and interact within their environment, including other people as well as problems and stressful situations. So under organization behavior, now we are going to see some of the need and process theories. So this is one of the most important concepts in organization behavior. The need and process theory with respect to the personality of individual focus on understanding how various individual needs are satisfied by in order to shape out their development within the organization. These theories tries to interrelate the difference between internal and external needs and also influencing the individual unique total overall personality within the workplace. So Maslow hierarchy needs and McLeod need theory are some of the best standing example. This clearly states out the personality of an individual is influenced by the fulfillment of basic and higher order needs. Maslow hierarchy needs, starting from basic needs to safety, social, esteem, and final self-actualization needs. McLeod theory focus on achievement, affiliation, and power as a primary motivators. So this theory emphasizes how the unmet needs can drive the behavior and how we can able to fulfill the needs by shaping ourselves according to the profession demand in order to achieve the higher power and authority in the organization. The process theories, on the other hand, which tells about the cognitive and situation factors that influence how individuals try to understand and respond to the various work environment. This theory explore how individual human being perceive various situations about a particular information and make decisions to change the behavior and personality according to the betterment of the management functions. Next one is job satisfaction model under organization behavior. We are going to see job satisfaction in organization behavior refers to the level of contentment and fulfillment about the individual's experience in their work. Job satisfaction is not just about how happy we are in the workplace. It is a measure of various complex attitude like emotional, cognitive, and behavioral components. How to measure the job satisfaction? Organization use various methods to gauge the job satisfaction, say employee surveys, performance data, and exit interviews. These are the common methods to be adapted by every organization. Now let us see what are the consequences of job satisfaction. Increased performance that would lead to reduced turnover, improved organization behavior. These are some of the things which highly influence the job satisfaction. How learning and behavior both can be correlated with each other. In a management point of view, let us understand the learning and behavior. Both are considered to be the crucial factor for improving the growth of employee and their performance in shaping out the positive work environment. Learning relatively gives a permanent change in behavior due to experience. And it is the most fundamental to understand how individuals acquire new knowledge, skills, and attitudes within the workplace. Whereas behavior modification techniques often used in various principles in order to help the managers to encourage the desirable behavior and reduce undesirable things from the employee. Let us see some key concepts. The process where individuals acquire different new knowledge, updation of various skill sets through modern experience, through teaching, studying, and practicing their work culture every day in and day out, and also interacting with various employees to perform much better within the organization. Whereas behavior modification, it is a set of techniques used to change or modify the behavior by applying the principles of learning, say reinforcement as well as punishment, that would lead to modify the behavior in a much positive manner. The next one is behavioral management theory. It focuses on understanding and managing different employee behavior to improve the organization productivity and the work effectiveness. This theory mainly tells about the motivation, needs, as well as the group concept in group behavior within the workplace. Next one is work design concepts and approaches. What are the various work design concepts? The work design can be otherwise called as job design. It is said to be the mechanical process how we can able to design the work for the betterment of the employee in order to enrich their knowledge. Effective work design can lead to increased maximum employee satisfaction and reduce the turnover of employee. There are four main approaches to work design. One is job simplification. Break down the complex task into much smaller, simpler. This approach can improve the efficiency and that may lead to employee boredom and decreased motivation. Job rotation, periodically moving the employee between various variety of tasks or jobs so that the employee can broaden their skills. So monotonous jobs can be reduced. Job enlargement, expanding the scope of job by adding more tasks at the same level of complexity. Job enrichment, adding more challenging and meaningful tasks to the job so that we can able to increase the responsibility and autonomy. So what are the benefits of effective work design? Increased efficiency and organization productivity. By doing that, we can increase the employee motivation and job satisfaction. That will lead to have reduced stress, improved organization performance. So with this, a few information, I end unit number 3, organization behavior. So at the end of the chapter, the following topics are considered to be the most important the topics in organization behavior. So what are the various approaches of work design, effective work design? Then learning and behavior, different attributes to measure the job satisfaction, distinguish between need and process theory, influencing factors on personality in organization behavior. These are some of the core important questions in Unit 3. So with this information, now I end the presentation of Unit 3. We will meet on next chapter number 4, group dynamics. The next meeting. Thank you all.